Hi, my name is Sooty Bachelor and I am a game art student at DBS in my second year. So I got into games as a kid from my uncle and just my general family. We have this thing where we always play Mario Party on the weekends. So it just stemmed from like Game Boy and the DBS, then I had like every sort of console. GameCube is like my absolute child. As I got older, I joined Boom Satsuma, the college. And then from there I was like, okay, what actually makes these games and what goes into them? In Boom Satsuma, we had our final year was to make a game demo like I did with this project. So me and my best mate sort of clicked together with it and we made this whole game called Toothroon. So I think from there, we sort of just went, oh my God, like this is actually really fun and we could actually put this somewhere. And then we went to EGX and just seeing other game developers and that, we were like, oh my God, we could do this too. Like this could be a whole career. And then from there, we just applied to unis together and all that. So one of the recent projects I've been working on is this little game prototype called Strawberry Nelles Sleepytime Saga. Originally, it was an anniversary present for my partner because we hit our year, and then it has accidentally turned into a whole new concept of a game. And I had a game design document in college, and it was a horror game. So it was about this child. She has all these scary dreams, and then it would all be solved when she goes downstairs to the fridge and gets a midnight snack. Story-wise, that was her comfort. She had her snack, everything's all right. So I kind of wanted to revive that project and just change it massively to the point where instead of a fridge and a snack, you've got your childhood teddy, bringing that comfort to kids to be like, oh, you've got a dentist, it's okay, your childhood teddy's here. Or you've got a job interview, your childhood teddy is still somewhere in your cupboard, like everyone still has their teddy to look onto. It's that sense of comfort, really. There's going to be stuff like enemies called these nightmares. They'll just be like your typical, you jump on them and they're gone, like there's no actual threat, because I don't want this game to be like a Dark Souls type game. Like I need it to be very simple and very childlike, like hence with platformers and portals and all that really. Originally I collaborated with Sam, who I reached out to through the collab chat, and we started talking there. He sort of gave me a really good insight of how much sound actually does help in games, because every time I'd press play it's completely silent, and he sort of helped me realize, okay, well you need a sound for this, the player's going to do this, so you need this sound. So it sort of helped the game grow because he was able to give a different point of view of what it was. And then he also introduced his mate Gus, who did composing and music. It was amazing that I could just message a chat and then suddenly I've got a sound designer and a composer within a week. Like it was really quick, and then instantly we've got an asset list going, we've got sounds already implemented, so it helped a lot. The community is amazing. Like if you needed help with anything, you can just get up and be like, okay, can you help me with the project? Like Max, for example, he was like, I'm more than happy to help you pitch this game and try and get it out. Even with like stuff like YouTube and what DBS sends us with like articles and all that, it helps massively. I think the industry is more, everyone helps everyone, rather than I have this skill and I'm keeping it. I think luckily the creative industry is amazing with sharing what they can do. I'm not used to feedback, and that sounds really weird, but I'm not used to be able just to go to someone and be like, can I have feedback? And they're like, yeah, absolutely. Like, whereas before it was more of like, no, I'm busy, like I don't have time. Whereas DBS, there's constantly help out there, and there's always links to something, and this building's always used for meetups and like networking. I've been sharing it through TikTok quite a lot because I sort of made myself 2 goals for the summer, and that was to grow my content and social media so that when I network, I can be like, I've got all these people behind me, as well as sort of improving my own portfolio. Because I kept trying to join game jams and they were like, that's not the art style we're looking for, or that's not, we're not looking for an artist at the time. So I was like, okay, I'll do it myself. Hopefully I see this game going on places like Steam and Switch. I want to cater it to sort of kids and that sort of Super Mario type feel. Now that this game's out, I can actually get my girlfriend on board with it rather than trying to hide it from her. And then I want to try and create a game design document with it, get some pitches going. I was going to share it around with DBS, see if the game actually has what it takes. Otherwise, I just don't want it to be a sort of one of them games that's like £5 on Steam. When I finish my degree at DBS, I hope to maybe sort of create my own company and sort of start with indie games and try and get into my own sort of game, really. I originally wanted to go into AAA, but I think I've had way too much fun with the freedom of indie rather than trying to get into somewhere where they're like, okay, make this one asset for the next month. Like, I'd rather have my own lead, really.